they'll lynch you. But he did, and he laughs at
Hi everybody, Russ on the West End Network. Hope you are all safe and well. If you're new, Andy, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a bloody good subscribe. Now, usually for match days, I'm usually at the ground, but the heavens decided, and also I'm working as well, but, you know, the weather and work. So, you know, I thought I'd do it from here so I don't get absolutely pelted. Absolutely pelted, which is what will happen. The heavens have literally opened in Hornchurch. It is absolutely chucking it down. So I thought, you know what? I love you guys, but I'm not getting wet. So I thought I'd just stay here instead anyway. And we bring to you obviously I'll be doing a bit of the ground later on for the game. But the idea being is just bringing you your sort of your daily and your match day content. We've already had 2 shows out already today. Have we had 2 shows? Yeah, we had 2 shows. We've had your predicted 11. That was at 11 or 10, I can't remember. And then we had the first in hopefully our long series, every match day series, which will be our stat attack with Matt doing his own show. Because stats are like, some people like stats, some people don't like stats. So we thought we'd do it as a separate show. And if you want to get involved and you want to watch it, great. If you don't like stats, you don't have to watch it. Isn't it? That's the beauty of what we do. You know, you don't have to watch every show. So the idea being is Matt goes through just some of the stats, some of the history about Stenar Bucharest or Fcsb. And just to give you an idea of what it's all about. We'll also have Harry's sort of quick fire preview coming out this afternoon, talking about his predicted 11s and just his general thoughts about it as well, and how we need to dominate the group. He says, if you've got a spare hour, myself and Nick did Miami's 11 from Claret and Booze. It was a good show. Check it out. Lovely Nick as always. We had a good old giggle and a good old natter. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look in the chat, and then we'll have a chat about tonight. What we got here? Afternoon, Adam. Hope you're well. Toby's in as always. Matt's here. Vesey. It must be a FCB. Let me just sort this out. Matt must be an Fcsb fan. They reckon they're going to win tonight. West Ham 3 or 4 Bucharest. Come on, you Irons. Give the youngsters a go. Great show last night with Nikki. What show was on with Nikki? I don't know. 3-1. Oh, sorry, Nicky. I just said Nick. I had an I at the end. Nick Killingdon. I know you mean. Gotcha. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate it, my man. I mean, in terms of the game. Afternoon, David. Good afternoon to you. We'll get your score predictions and things, but general views about the game. I think for me, this is a good opportunity to get the taste of Chelsea out of our mouth. The taste of the Chelsea game. The taste of that VAR, that tainted VAR taste. Obviously, no VAR in the Conference League until the final, which is great. In a way, all we can moan about is the referee rather than technology, and the technology and the referee. But obviously, with Newcastle on the horizon on Sunday, I think there's an opportunity now to, as F Todd's just said, give maybe not some of the youngsters, but give some of the second string a go, and not even second string, but some of the new signings a bit more game time. I think for me, it's going to be Areola in goal, back four. By all accounts, I think pretty much you get the predicted 11 that you guys picked, the West Ham Network community, is pretty much going to be it, I think. By all accounts, Cresswell's got has got a knock, Ben Johnson's got a knock, and Tommy Suchet's got a knock. So back four of Emerson, Oggy, Kiera. With Ben Johnson getting a knock, I'd rest Soufal and play Ashby. Then the midfield two, you've got Declan Rice. Moyes was bigging up Flynn Downs, saying, this could be the game for him. So by coming out so candidly like that, I imagine Flynn's going to be playing with Dec in the middle. Obviously, Declan Rice returning to European competition this time for the first time this season. They've been suspended for the Viborg games. And then I reckon, do you know what I would do? I'd go Ben Rama, Paqueta, Cornet and Skarmaka. That would be so attacking. I'd give Bowen a rest and just play that. He might not. He might put Bowen on that and put Cornet on the left or whatever. I don't know. but just go with that. Get some minutes under the belt for Skarmaka as well. He's sort of getting back into training, and few goal. I mean, as we said, FCSB. I think they're currently 13th in Liga 1 and Liga 1 or Super Liga. They've got about a million different names. They haven't had the best of times, neither have we. So this gives us an opportunity now. If anything, they're no disrespect to the games we're going to be playing, but the tougher games, that sort of dreaded 6 we've got through with a few points on the board. Some people were saying we weren't going to get any points. We've got a few. To be honest, we could have had a few more, in all honesty. Thank you, VAR. But now you get in a situation where you've got Newcastle on Sunday, then you've got Silkeborg next week. Silkeborg have had a dipping form. They were top of the league last time I checked. They've dropped to 4th, and Viborg have gone 3rd. Get in, Viborg. And then obviously Everton away. Never an easy place, but obviously Everton are playing absolute trash at the moment. So, maybe you could pick up something there. And then you're looking into October. You've got Wolves at home, Anderlecht away, Fulham at home. 2 winnable games in the Premier League there. Anderlecht at home then after that, and then Southampton away. Then we've got Liverpool. Then we've got Bournemouth at home, Silkeborg at home, and then we've got Man United away to finish off October. So, there's... But we need to start... But this it's already... It's great in talking about transition, the teams are transitioning, but we need to start getting some points on the board. The performances are getting better. They have got better in the last 2.5 games, maybe the Chelsea game, maybe not the first half, but the second half was a lot better. Not necessarily defensively, but now it's about getting the points and making it count now. So, and tonight could kick off our season properly now. A really good game. A professional, comprehensive game would put the team in a really good vibe for that Newcastle game. When everyone's gonna be like, the referee's gonna be like, it'd be like rush goalie. They won't care because obviously we were both done in by VAR the weekend, so they'll go totally the other way now. So we'll see. We've got Cornet has to start. Feel so bad from after that disallowed goal. Although he did miss that open goal against Viborg though as well, didn't he? 3-1 comfortable win. I hope so. 4-0 to the Hammers, David. Loves in the chat. Good afternoon to you, Ludders. Glad that Moyes didn't go banging on about VAR, but he did moan about our fixture schedule, which is fair. Yeah, same as everyone else though, isn't it? If you're playing in Europe, that's the way you play, isn't it? Nothing to do about it. It does frustrate me when you look at, I think, isn't the Brighton Crystal Palace game has already been called off because of the train strikes? Don't think that's fair. Although we're sort of technically away, aren't we? So on that Thursday, I hope the players don't think it'll be easy like some of the comments. They're no easy games. They're not. They're no mugs. They're no mugs. They're as you go through Matt's stats, we can't underestimate them. But we've got enough there, I think. They got a couple of good players. Popescu's a good player. They got the guy up front, Stano. They also got the young lad. They got a couple of really good players. Their star striker they sold last in the summer to Al Jazeera for about £3 million. Who's their top? He was the league top goal scorer. So. And they haven't really replaced him, to be honest. So there we go. Yep, great front four that would be. Clubs like this and Viborg have older, stronger players sometimes. We saw Coventry get... Yeah, that's why... I mean, Scott, that's why I wouldn't put... So I'd put Downs and Rice. I wouldn't put Downs and Coventry. Just don't think it's right. I know he should be rested, but this is the type of game 4 now. Great shout. Yeah. Well, I don't think he should be rested, really. I mean, look at the side. Look at the team. He's fighting for his place. So, actually, a great performance from 4 nows. I think that energy is sometimes we lose when he's not on the pitch. So, yeah. Downs is better than Coventry. Yeah, no, I agree. I think he probably is. Hello, Break Post. Hope you're well. Newcastle in talks to sign Karius in a free transfer. There we go. Hopefully, in time for the West Ham game. If Moyes doesn't play tonight, if Downs doesn't play tonight, Moyes might play. We never will. He never will. No, I totally agree. Particularly with the news that apparently Soucek's had a knock. Recovering from a knock from the Chelsea game, so you wouldn't risk him. You'd keep him for the Newcastle game, surely. So yeah, I think this is the opportunity now for Downs. And hopefully he takes it with both hands, if he plays. But yeah, with the stadium only being half full again, and it's going to be hard to get some atmosphere going, but I hope we can help the lads get the win. I think this Conference League is going to be a builder. I think it's going to be, and I was talking to a guy yesterday at work. For me, this Conference League, this group is a lot harder than our Europa League group last year. I think last year we didn't have a fantastically exciting group, although we beat Dinamo Zagreb, and no other teams can do that. Their gaff really, they didn't do it. Although we lost to our gaff, but we did play a bunch of kids. But yeah, I think this is harder. You look at the pedigree. We've got the likes of, Stenar Bucharest. What was Stenar Bucharest officially before Fcsb? Champions League winners, Super Cup winners, albeit in the 80s, but they still have the pedigree. They've won 20. I think Matt says 26 league titles, albeit the remaining league, but you still got to win the titles. You look at someone Anderlecht, huge European and domestic history there, and Silkeborg are no mugs in the Danish Superliga this year. So I think they're all tough games, to be honest. You look, when last time we had Ghent, we had Rapid Vienna, we had Dinamo Zagreb. I don't think they were particularly strong sides either, all three of them. So there we go. Papa, good afternoon to you. Let's get a win, lads. Oh, indeed, 2-0. I think Moyes should start making bold decisions. Look at Ten Hag, Maguire, and Sean nowhere to be seen. And they're starting to pay. They didn't pay off to start off with. They're starting to pay off a little bit. Moyes' press conference was class. He was chilled down from Saturday. I like the way he dealt with the foreign reporter asking him the same questions she asked him. He has a very natural way. He does. He has a nice way to sort of move things along. They may not have any names, we know well, but I bet they will work hard as a unit. Yep, and although they're not going to be overawed by playing in a big stadium, although they don't get massive crowds, I think that's what the Fcsb manager was saying. Apparently, the Fcsb manager, if they lose, his job's on the line tonight. That's what I was reading today. So, but I suppose also that they play in the national stadium, which is 55,000, but they don't have it necessarily all the time. It's full, and I think he was hoping we'd have a reasonably full game to give his players the opportunity to play in front of a massive crowd. So that won't happen. So the Brighton game has been postponed. How come our game against Viborg? Well, exactly. When are we playing Liverpool? They are a shambles. We're playing Liverpool October the 19th. But, Klopp will be gone by then and Tuchel will be coming. The way the world is at the moment. Just an update. Her Majesty the Queen's reported as being under supervision. Oh, dear. Poor old Liz. Oh. Under medical supervision at Balmoral. Oh, dear. Following further evaluation this morning, the Queen's doctors are concerned for Her Majesty's health and have recommended she remain under medical supervision. She remains comfortable and at Balmoral. Her immediate family have been informed. Oh dear. Oh, poor Liz. Need to start on the front foot, be solid. Yep, Adam. What we need to do, Adam, we need to go out and get an early goal. Blitz them. The more attacking, quicker West Ham get them off, indeed. Sergiu Nan. Good luck to the Hammers. I'm a Stenar Bucharest fan. Hopefully both our teams qualify. Hope you do, man. Hope you do. Good luck to them. It'll also be interesting to see what happens with everyone else. And stay with the channel. Let us become your English channel. Your English West Ham, your English Premier League side. We happened last season quite a lot with Genk fans, with Zagreb fans, with Rapid Vienna fans. We ended up sort of becoming each other's. I keep an eye out for Genk. I keep an eye out for Zagreb. Indeed, front foot, high press, no easy games in Europe. And Russia, right, it's a tougher group than last year. We can't afford to sit back like a bunch of mugs and let anyone dictate play. If anything, we're the big hitters in this. In this group. And people are gonna be gunning for us, and where we sort of like the minnows last year, so to speak, we didn't really know what was going down with Europe, and it was all very new. That's not a case now. We sort of have a bit of a clue what's going on, and because of the Premier League, because of we spent £180 million, all that type of thing, we're gonna get people coming to us and trying to impose themselves. So we need to dictate the play. We need to dictate the tempo as well, which is something we don't tend to do very often. We tend to sort of sit back, but actually we need to be on the front foot tonight. Indeed, good luck to Siriganan after tonight, of course. Our Romanian team still regarded as dirty. I haven't seen a Romanian team play recently. Let's hope they get a few bookings. No idea. Anderlecht will be a big game for Stenar Bucharest. That's where you will get through. Indeed, Moyes will not change his ways. He is too stubborn. Did anyone see the video of the West? Yes, I did. The West Ham and Viborg fans exchange shirts at the end of the game. It was lovely. If you haven't seen it, go on Twitter. I think Viborg put it on their Twitter feed. I think West Ham retweeted it. So they sort of like shout and they wave and they run up, and I think at the top, sort of the way it was like a mesh fence, and it sort of tailed off at the top. So they exchanged shirts over the fence and shook hands. Lovely. That's what it should be, innit? By all accounts, everyone had a lovely time in Viborg, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to going to Silkeborg. It's about half an hour, 40 minutes down the road. The team, I remember David Moyes mentioning that's where they stayed. They stayed in Silkeborg rather than Viborg for the leg in Denmark. The referee tonight is Card Happy. That's a good name for a referee. I'm so funny. So we've got a few predictions in the chat. Let's get your predictions now. Let me know who you think what the score's going to be. Personally, I'm going to go for a... Let's be confident. I'm going to go 3-0. 3-0. 3-0, I reckon. We had 40,000 fans in our home qualifier game with a Slovak. We already sold 20,000 to our next, which is 7 days away, so you can expect a full house. Good luck to you. So, and I think you will do. I think particularly for the West Ham, from the West Ham contingent, you're going to get it's a big game. So I think you will get, by all accounts, we'll take a fairer contingent there, won't we? We'll take 10% or so. I'd imagine. I don't really know what the percentages are for the European games, but yeah. And hopefully you get a few of you come over here, tonight, and a bit of atmosphere. I mean, Viborg, fair play to them. I mean, they weren't loads of them. There were quite a few of them, but they were just noisy as. Loved it. Matt's gone for a 2-1. No VAR tonight. Yeah, there's no VAR until the final. 2-0 for Sharky. UEFA refs are all against English teams. Cheats and oh, there we go. It's going to start all over again, isn't it? All over again, my friend. Scott's gone for a 4-0 win. Wow. Wouldn't mind some of that, bad boys. Wouldn't mind some of that. That would be quite cool. Yeah, 4-0, take that. That wouldn't be a bad thing at all. 3-1, come on you irons. London is claret and blue. Serge has gone for a 1-1. Interesting. Obviously, Sergio is a Fcsb fan. Obviously, you sold your star striker in the summer. Was it the summer? He went to Al Jazeera, not Al Jazeera, that's a news channel, Al Jazeera. Who replaced him, man? Who replaced him? Who do we have to look out for? We've obviously we've looked at some of the things. Pescu's a good player and various other. Who are the main people we have to watch out for as West Ham fans? Let me know. Hope we get a sneaky 1-0, although not confident. Mario Alexandru Dan, I imagine you're an FCSB fan. Who do we have to? If you do, who do we have to watch out for? Let me know. Start slowly. Could be another Astragugu. Are Astragugu playing like the 3rd division now? I think they. Oh god, it's not a thing. Astra. I swear they're playing like the 3rd division. Someone said. Yeah, they compete in League 3. I think they didn't. Wasn't it corruption or something? I don't know. Yes, but we bought an Italian striker. He has scored. Yeah, Andrea Compagno. Indeed, we paid 1.5 million. Yeah, he's top goal scorer for you guys at the moment, isn't he? And so 6 goals, 8 games, not bad. The remaining best goal scorer was transferred. He was. Oh, the current best goal. Oh, okay. So you sold. Can't remember the lad's name. He wore number 20 shirt, but 20 goals, 6 assists. I remember that last season. You sold him to 3 million, and then you bought what was the next one, the current best goal scorer, which is Andrea Compagno. Yeah, out of interest, how many shirts do you have on the wall behind you? Only this bit. I need to put one more. What's that? 17, and I've got to put an 18th one there. I need to put one there because one fell down. Robert's gone for 1-3. I imagine, Robert, you're probably an Fcsb fan as well. 3-1 only if Macca is fit and scoring, or in better form thus. To be honest, most people aren't. Hi, Jordan. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's currently under supervision in Balmoral, bless her. Florian Tanasi. Yeah, that was the guy you sold, wasn't it? Gotcha. See? We're all learning. Moyes said Cornet needs bedding in and plays Paqueta straight away, starting to feel as if he wasn't his signing. I think the trouble is that when we'd signed, when we signed Cornet, where's he going to come in? He's going to either go on the left-hand side. Benny started playing really well. Benny's probably played I'll be our most consistent player all season. That's saying something from last year. And so he was sort of playing himself into the side, kind of. And Bowen is Moyes' favourite, so one of Moyes' favourites. So he was never going to get in straight away. Do you know what I mean? Injuries started to grow for us, which is worrying. It just seem a lot of knocks at the moment. As I said, Cresswell's got a knock by the sounds of it. Ben Johnson's was recovering but got a knock. You had Souček had a knock. And also you had Skolmacher's teeth. That's sort of it at the moment. And obviously, Agad, although he's seen, he's doing light work already now. So, I still think you won't see him this side of the World Cup. But the Ashraf Gugu debacle was down to playing kids against professionals. They were physically stronger. That's the danger in these matches. And Astralivacy tonight. There we go. Very good. Russ, if ever started showing socks or shorts, would you copy them and take down the shirts? No, Pete, I am the original. If we pay the ones we need game time to show, we can get a few goals. Fred, that's what I mean. It's an opportunity to give those guys a bit of a time to just have a bit of a go. Do you know what I mean? Have a bit of a go. And for me, it's about having that confidence. This is a really good time to get some confidence going with these people. So, particularly I'm thinking the likes of, Cornet, getting Emerson some proper game, increasing Emerson's game time. Flynn Downs, I'm thinking, the likes of someone like, Ashby. Let's give Ashby some game time, and I think obviously Areola being our cup goalkeeper at the moment, and Skolmacher getting him back into the groove. And I'd like to get a situation where we're sort of comfortable by about 60, 65 minutes, and then we can take him off. That's what I'd like. They have an attack. They did. He scored 6 in 8 goals indeed. Boca must be an Fcsb fan. Hope you are. Looking forward to the game tonight. Downs and Corner need game time. They certainly do, my friend. They certainly do. I'm excited about. I'm excited about seeing. I'm excited about seeing what's name back in it. I'm excited to be Skolmacher if he comes back. Ashby's injured. It hasn't been said if he's injured or not. He hasn't. It's been said that. Ben Johnson's got a knock, and Souček and Cresswell. That's what Moyes said at his press conference. But there's nothing on Ashby at the moment. I'd like Ashby, if he's not injured, to obviously get some game time. Otherwise, we've only got one registered right back. Well, technically, Kira plays right back, and he plays right back for Germany. So maybe you could get a situation where. Maybe Kira plays right back, and then Craig Dawson comes back. There's options. There's options. I like that. I like the fact that there's options. We just, as you said, there's a few which we need to just sort out. Most definitely. Right. Let's have a quick look. So as I said, we've got loads of stuff. We've already put quite a few videos up already. We've got plenty more to come up this week as well. We had Stat Attack this morning with Matt. Check it out. Let us know what you think. It's a new thing we're doing with Matt. I'd be interested to get your thoughts on that because, it's quite fun. And I think Matt enjoyed it as well, which is cool. And then we've got Harry's quick fire preview at sort of 4ish today, and then we obviously yesterday we put out Nick from Claret and Booze's My Hammers 11, which was really good. Nice chat for an hour or so with Nick, talking about why he's a West Ham fan, his favourite players, that type of thing. So make sure you check that out. It's all good stuff. Let's have a look what we've got in the chat. Oh, I've just seen Paul's in the chat. It's good. Take it, Marshall can't be on the bench. No. Based on the rules, you have to be there for 2 years to be in the B squad, or you'd be including the A squad. I don't think Marshall's including the A squad. Being in Europe is awesome. We need to qualify again next year. We do, Scott. That's why I think, personally, I think the best, what we need to do is win the Carabao Cup, because actually that is the easiest path to get into Europe next year, because there's the least amount of games, because obviously we go in at the third round. Obviously we've got Blackburn. West Ham to lose again. Moyes out. Tuchel in because we are crap. Get Moyes out. Paul's back. Good afternoon, Paul. Hope you well, son. Dawson needs to be back now. He's not leaving, shouldn't he? Yeah, but he had a knock, didn't he? He was playing injured, and so he had a knock in the summer, which seems to be a bit longer than what I think we anticipated. Trust the whole squad, Moyes. It's all good. Okay. Paul's just letting steam. Let him, we're all friends here. Never underestimate anyone these days and think we're going to run up a cricket score. I wish. Can't remember the last time we did it. Was it Aldershot in the Carabao Cup a couple of years ago? We put 9 past them, wasn't it? 8? Can't remember. Winning the Conference League, you're guaranteed a place. We certainly are. Sirigu. And with the Premier League being what it is at the moment and our position in the Premier League, not too bad. In Moyes we trust. Took Bowen and Bailey time to get in the team. The players are still getting to know each other. Arsenal had time to adjust and they wanted Arteta out. Yes, they did. I'd like to also see today the possibility of Paqueta being an attacking force. In the Chelsea game, he played as an 8 basically. I want to see Paqueta play as a 10 tonight and get 60 minutes in an advanced role. Say what I want, Papa Smurf, not your channel. Wow, shots fired. Paul, we're all friends here. You've got a different opinion to other people. That's fine. People agree with you. If you, same way people disagree with me all the time. But you give it, you got to dish it, innit? No, if you dish it, you got to give it. No, if you dish it, you got to take it, innit? It is what it is. I really enjoy your commentary. Thank you, Mario. And if you want to, Anton's going to be here doing the watch along. So if you want to come on and take the mickey out of him, he's obviously Scottish, and we are. But he's we'll do. Anton will be online doing the live watch along. So please join him for that. We'll also have the review show immediately after that. If it's not pissing down, I'll try and jump on from the stadium after the game. And say my piece, maybe drag if you are going to the game. I tend to hang around the toilets. No, I tend to hang around the bike sheds. No, I tend to hang around the 1965 statue. So if you fancy it and you want to come and say hello and have a chat with me and Anton live on the show, please come and have a chat. Macclesfield, thank you. It was Macclesfield. Nice to see. By the time the team are up to speed, we'll break for the World Cup. Indeed, Pete. We totally will, my friend. We totally will. We know it's going to happen. This is going to happen. 442. Oh, yes. Won't mind that. Be interesting. Anton is going to do an Iron Brew-a-thon. Nice. I'm joking. Hence the lods. Stroppy bollocks. I'll be watching from home. Thanks for the offer. But that's what I'm saying, mate. Sometimes it's watching it from home is great. But if you want to jump on and listen to our wheel moaning, sometimes quite fun. Hope the rain starts for tonight. Me too, ladders. Me too. Otherwise, that walk from the car park, that 20-minute is going to be fun. And it's going to be all sweaty because you're in the rain. Oh, I hate it. It's a point from Denver, Colorado, USA. Come on, you irons, Mike Buchanan. Well, it's a proper American name. Hey, I'm Mike Buchanan. All the way from Denver, Colorado. And that's what I love about American people. They always say where they're from and the state. The city and the state. You're not from Denver. You're from Denver, Colorado. I'm not from Ormchurch. I'm from Ormchurch, Essex. What time's kick-off? 8 o'clock, I believe. Is it 8 o'clock? I think so. I think it's 8 o'clock tonight. I don't actually know myself. Better find out. Ladders has said it. 8 o'clock. There we go. The conference is the only shining light after our Premier League season has been ruined because it's the only way to get into Europe this next year. Oh, fortunate. You are fun, aren't you? Don't forget Arsenal last year were like right down the bottom. And then they ended up being 5th, didn't they? Rain will stop any chance of nice football on the ground, or maybe it will quicken up that pitch because it's been quite dry. You know, it's needed a bit of moisture, so it might make it nice, mate. Make it all slippery for the likes of Paqueta to, innit? Free country, free speech. That's Paul's t-shirt. Not ruled by anyone. Cannot take it when we lose. Not my problem. But even when we win, you still moan. So, Paul, take the good with the bad. We've all been West Ham fans for enough. Mike, very kind of you, my son. $5. $5. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. If you're new around here, if you hit that join button, people, you can subscribe to the channel. But also, if you hit the join button, you become a channel member. And hopefully, we're going to sort out these channel members soon. Give you something a little bit nice. A little bit nice in the post. But we're just waiting on confirmation of that. But yes, thank you, Mike. Much appreciated as always. FSSB, no FCSB, a dirty site. I do not know. Of course you can, Paul, my love, and everyone else has the right to say you're. True, it's true. I mean, it's like, you know, it is a good point, Toby. Everyone, you know, we're all friends. The thing that binds us all together is that badge. That claret and blue badge, those hammer badges, you know. We have disagreements. We have different opinions. If we were in the same opinion, this would be the most boring thing in the world because everyone go, yeah, okay, move on. Where we can spend 10 minutes debating whether Moyes is this, that type of thing. Just wish we could score more goals. Mate, Ladders, I think that's been a problem for a long time with us, not being able to score. And I was saying that even when we were winning games, we were winning them sort of 2-0. And actually, we could have scored 5 or 6. And that's fine if you're scoring 2 goals, you're still winning the game. But say you concede 2 goals, you've got to score 2 to start off with. And then, you know. Oh, God. Yeah, I totally agree, lads. Hit that like button. I don't know why I've got a jobby in my hand. But hit that like button. Down there. Subscribe. If you look down there and that little subscribe box is red, it means you're not subscribed. I'll tell you what's funny. Click it. It goes grey. And the next to it's a little bell notification. But also there's a little like button as well. Helps out the channel. All that good stuff. It's going to come down. It's going to come good. Hold it down. Friends, Romanians, countrymen, lend me your beers. We do try. Lend me your beers. Lend me your beers and I sing you a song. I wonder what the hell that was in your hand, Russ. It's called a Joby. It's a stand. So you put the mic thing, they put the camera on there. Like but I'm a very tactile person. I need something when I'm talking. I need something to get a point across. Well, I could do this one. I've got them all here. Ready to do points. We'll be lucky to finish 12th, mate. Ooh. Well, I think someone put something in the chat the other day. I think I asked Anton, would you be happy if you won the conference and finished 10th? And he said, yeah, and I agree. Jobby, as in Mackenough, God loves him. Joby, with a Y. With a Y. That's all. Yeah, as I said, if you're new around here, give it. And also, actually, good news the other day. Great, if Graham Potter goes to Chelsea, we might beat Brighton in March. Behave, fortune, doom, and gloomers. Oh, Toby, it. The world is a wonderful place with wonderful differing opinions, and as long as everyone's nice about it, as long as people give it but can take it, and we have a giggle, then that's all that matters, isn't it? I don't agree with everything everyone says. Me and Anton have disagreements. Me and Matt we had a disagreement about Fabianski on the live stream last game on the Chelsea game, but different opinions, isn't it? Football's a game about opinions, isn't it? It's about, some people like Some people think that, Bowen should be dropped. Some people think actually keep going and he's going to come good. It's what it is, mate. We've played some tough teams with a squad, lots of weaker teams to come. We'll challenge for 5th. Patience. Well, I think we've had those the nightmare 6. I think sort of for September, October. I think we're away to Liverpool and Man United. The rest, I'd say, are winnable. But it's about momentum. It's about keeping this momentum going. It's about getting a good performance tonight to go into the Newcastle game with momentum. Don't forget Neil Mopai plays Everton, so he's bound to score. Good point. Ignore Everton. What we got here? Nah, Paul, not at all, mate. I don't like the Mishogs. I'm not being rude, just having a laugh. Jazz, hope you're well. Are you at the game tonight? Of course I'm at the game. As I said, I would normally have done this outside the stadium, but I'm still working. And also, it's pissing it down. Disagreements are great. It's what makes conversations interesting. Different opinions. Totally right, Papa. I don't think we're dirty side. There are some young players who might do some mistakes, but normally we don't want to play dirty. Good to know. Thank you, Mario. It's good to see. That's why I love doing these things. We get a lot more information than necessarily would do. Like, Matt and Harry do their bits, and that's great. But getting actually, insight from an FCSB fan, it's brilliant. If we were the same opinions, life it would be boring, wouldn't it? We'd just sit here going, who's going to be our starting 11? Yep, great. What do you think, David Moyes? Great. What do you think of this? Yep. There'd be no okay, yeah. That'd be it. My opinion is West Ham are massive. Everywhere we go. Totally agree. Top 10 finish. Everyone seems to be transitioning, except Man City, so could be higher. Maybe 6th or 7th will be superb. Possibly. Be interesting what happens with Chelsea and Potter. For Chelsea fans, great appointment. I really, really rate Graham Potter. Absolutely rate the man. I think he's brilliant. And with budget behind him, you don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know how he can operate with big personalities as well. So we'll see. We haven't had number 10 like Paqueta in 40 years. Having him feed Scamack and will score. That's what I want, Scott. That's what I want tonight. I want Paqueta to see him in the 10 role. Don't worry about running him back. Just be a 10 role, My opinion is I'll have a large kebab with chili sauce, my friend. There we go. Russ, you reckon Moyes' head will be on the chopping block if we lose tonight? No, he's not. No, it's not a Tuchel thing. It's not like Tuchel. I don't think so. Nah. I think the Chelsea thing is harsh, but I think for me there's a lot more behind that. I think naturally American owners, American businessmen, quite cutthroat, out, not working out. You look at NFL, you look at baseball, managers and coaches change regularly. It's not even a couple of times a season, do you know what I mean? And so I think that for me is like, nah, that's it. So I think there's that. Also, I think that I've got a feeling the way he handled Sunday as well. I don't think they like that because it wasn't like fair play as well. There's that type of side. Had all the things with him and Conte as well. There's been a lot of, and apparently he's lost the dressing room as well, which does surprise me. But apparently he's having at home he's left his wife. He's got a young girlfriend. They're all taking the mickey out of him. That type of thing. Potter won't be the next England manager unless Chelsea sack him off 6 months. Indeed, getting out of the group may be tough in this Europe, Markley, but hope not, mate. I said after I think this is harder than this group is tougher on paper than our Europa League group. Why does everyone go on about Chelsea wanting a young upcoming Tuchel is the same age as Potter? Do you know why? Because I don't think Tuchel. I think it's not up and coming. For me. It's not. Tuchel has a pedigree. It's not up and coming. It's an unknown quantity manager. And they say up and coming because he hasn't had. Tuchel's been at PSG. He's been at Dortmund. Do you know what I mean? He's got pedigree. Graham Potter doesn't have pedigree in that respect. He has respect because of the teams, of how he's done a great job at Brighton. Before that, he did a great job at Swansea. Before that, he did a great job in Denmark as well. So he's got his pedigree. Hasn't been built by the names of the clubs, the magnitude of the clubs he's worked with, but what he's done with those clubs he's worked with. That's the way I see it. Russ, was it like 3 wins in 16? You can't say it'll be harsh to sack if he keeps losing. If he keeps losing, yeah, I totally agree. And Epic, there would be a line in the sand eventually. But I don't think if he lost today, there'd be that line in the sand. I don't think he'd cross that sand line today. Do you know what I mean? Made that a clash of personalities, possibly, yeah, as well. Totally agree. However, that makes age irrelevant. It does make age irrelevant, though. It does, really. I mean, you look at some. I mean, now, we don't necessarily need to. Some of the signings we brought in are 27, 28, ready to roll, that type of thing. So it's not necessarily an age thing. It's about an experience thing. And is Robertson still at the club? As you hear nothing about. Yeah, he is, but he's assistant team coach. Moyes is building for the future. Okay, we've had some tough games. We played well, and results VAR has not been good. Our players will challenge these teams. I totally agree. I mean, you look at it, and the games up until that second half of Villa haven't been good. Tottenham performance was good, and you expect that. Chelsea performance, to be honest, the first half was a containment, quite boring job. Second half, I thought was a lot better, and yep, could have won. And if you said at the beginning of the season, we'll get a point against Spurs, a point against Chelsea, and we'll beat Aston Villa, that wouldn't be a bad run, would it? So that's 5 points. In theory, it's only 4 points. But one was a VAR decision, so I don't think you can put that down to Moyes. Although maybe we should have put that game to bed before that VAR decision. Moyes' mantra is always he wins matches. Time for him to step up and prove it and go for a run. Indeed, needs to let people play with freedom from kickoff. Let him show their skills. Well, hopefully he'll do it today. I'm hoping. Anyway, peeps, as I said, make sure you check out the network. Make sure the only way you can do it is you subscribe. Hit the bell notification. We'll have Harry's preview coming on this afternoon, and Anton will be doing the watch along and then the review show immediately after. If it's not raining, I'll try and pop on. And if you are going to the game and you want to hang about, I'm there. I do take a while to get out of the ground, but it'll be sort of around the 1965 European statue. That's where we tend to sort of pitch up if you fancy kind of have a chat live in the show. And until next time, my friends, as I said, become a channel member, a channel subscriber, all that good stuff. What I like to do at the end of each one of my shows is thank all of our lovely channel members. Plenty of members in the old Barmy West Ham Network Army, and we'd like to thank them all personally at the end of the show. So take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. Stay lucky. Stay cheeky. Stay positive. Stay dry. It's gonna piss it down again. And come on, you irons.
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of